video. I know that with this one we're gonna learn a lot, and then we're gonna change the perspective on how we view things. Call your father to come and listen to this. Can you call your bae? Can you call your brother? Because this, it will need more of a male yes. So guys, I have asked you to call your father, to call your brother, to call your bae, to call whosoever is a male figure, because I know that today I will need yes of those ones. Even you, come here, females, come and support me, come and support me. So today I want us to talk about a father. I know I'm not going to cover everything because of time, but then I will try to be as quick as possible so that I can cover what I'm going to talk about. So the first question is fathering so important? Is fathering so important? Is it so important? Is it? So according to me, I think fathering is so important. Fathering is so important because a mother alone cannot do it. A mother alone cannot do it. We can even think that like we have single parents who are capable of doing it, but then the truth of the matter is when God created a male figure, he also created a female figure so that they can support each other. For us, we can even think that maybe a mother is too important than a father, because with a mother you get a breastfeeding. A mother can make sure that the child is all good, we all look all clean and all perfect. But then what about protection? Yes, a mother can give us a protection, but then a most important protection is from a father. Today around the world, today all over the world, not particularly here in South Africa, we are facing a problem whereby we experience this thing of absent fathers, whereby fathers, they don't want to be in charge. They don't want to take part on the life of their children, not particularly only girls, but then everyone. You find that fathers, like, they just choose to run away from whatever thing that they have on their mind, but then just that we don't know. Maybe sometimes we have to sit them down and ask them, why did you run away? But then today I'm not coming for that. I'm just coming here so that we can help each other, so that I can just brief you with my understanding, with my insight in this whole thing. So, like, dear father, dear brother bae, dear you, a male figure particularly, like, does fathering has to do with money? Does fathering has to do with material things? From my understanding, it's a no. It's a no. It's a big no. Today we have a father who can say that I don't have money, I'm not working, I'm not gonna go to my kids because I will be unable to support them. But then, father, get this, we are not here for your money. We don't need money from you. We need your love. We need the fullness of love that is coming from you. I'm just giving, for example, if a father can just come to visit the daughter, to visit the son, to visit the kid, just by being there, those kids feel that they feel the presence of their father, and then now they start to understand that we have both parents. Maybe, for instance, your mother and your father, they are separated, they don't stay together. But then the point is, in case as a father you separated with the mother, can you get to understand that this whole thing is not about you guys separating, but then it's about the seed, it's about the children, it's about the kid, it's about those that you gave on earth, those that God trusted you with. In case whereby, I don't know, maybe you're just not allowed to come to the family anymore because of the kind of a separation that you guys had. But then the truth is, you don't have to separate with the mother and separate it with the kids. It doesn't have to do with the kids. If ever you have some kind of a conflict, some kind of an argument, some kind of a difficulties in life, it doesn't have to affect your children. Another piece that we're going to talk about, is mothering a lot of a job more than a fathering. The answer will be, maybe a mothering is too much. Someone can say now it's 50-50 kind of a thing. Someone can say no, fathering is so important than mothering, based on the experience, based on how we were both raised. We were all raised in general. But then the truth of the matter is, as mothering is so important, so is a fathering is important. It's just that maybe we don't say it because we have a lot of absent fathers. We have a lot of fathers who don't take responsibility. But then one thing that we have to understand, one thing that we all have to engage in is that fathering is important, so is mothering. Maybe another thing that I can talk about is that when the father is trying to find the way back to their children, maybe the father is trying the way back to come to you, and then you are so angry that you don't want to take him back anymore. My advice is, as much as you are angry today, know that there is a day whereby there will be no chance of forgiveness. So I advise you that if your father is trying the best to come back, please welcome him when there is still time, because you don't know about tomorrow. And then, dear father, maybe today you are somewhere, you feel like you don't want your kids anymore. It's just that maybe now you feel like you are so right about it, but then it's not just going to be a lifetime kind of a thing. Go back to your kids, go back to your sons and daughters. They need you as much as you need them. Maybe they need you even more. They need you in a way by they cannot be themselves when you're not around. They need your attention, they need your love, they need your absence. They don't need your money, they don't need your material thing. One thing that we're experiencing particularly more today is that a father can run away as a child is still a toddler, and then come back when the kid or the son or the daughter is already at the varsity stage. The question is, why is it like that? Why is it like that? Are the fathers being too scared to take care of 2 to 3 years, 4 to 5, and then come back when the child is 15? Maybe the answer would be yes. But then can I tell you something, dear father? Can you control someone who you just find at the age of 16? Is it easy to control that person? Honestly, no. You cannot control such kind of a person. Yes, you will give money. Yes, you will give whatever the material thing that the child is demanding. But then you will lack control over it. You will lack control over it. You can buy your child a car because you want to buy love back. You can buy your child like a too expensive kind of a phone because you want to buy love back. Let me tell you, dear father, a love cannot be brought. You cannot buy love. Love cannot, it's not something that you can buy over a material thing. Now, take part, be in charge. Go back to your children.
I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known you would go find your own way.
Today we have a lot of angry children, we have a lot of angry daughters, we have a lot of angry sons, whereby today when you start to say, where is your father? That person will be like, who is that person? Do I even have a father? And all kind of a bad thing. Honestly, you do have a father. I'm sorry if I scratch your wounds today. Can I go tap to it? Can I please hurt you for a lick? Can I please pull up your emotions? It's not about that, honey. If you are still angry about that your father is not there in your life, you have to understand that it is what it is. It is what it is. How much more about the children that you're going to give birth to? You don't know the kind of a husband that is going to marry you maybe today. What if that husband do the same to your children? Are you going to teach your children the anger? Are you still going to teach your children how to be angry for quite long? You need peace, honey. You need peace. You need peace. You gotta move on. You gotta move on and accept that it is what it is. If your father is not there in your life today, he is not there. But that if he is willing to come back, please accept him back. If he is willing not to come back, can you please try to reach out? Maybe you can say that, yo, Zanel, you just don't get this. You just don't understand. I am telling you, maybe I'm sitting here today. I don't need my father here because I'm shooting a video. But then what about the day that I'm going to get married? I have to walk down the aisle. I have to walk down the aisle. If I'm going to walk down the aisle with my mother, yes, it's going to be beautiful. But then it was going to be too beautiful if it was my father there. But then because when now you're angry, because you don't want to hear anything about him, you just don't want him near you today, honey, you're going to need him tomorrow. As much as he's going to need you, I'm telling you, you're still going to need him more. Another concept that we have to cover maybe is that, like, does father just have to just run away because they're afraid of taking a responsibility, or because it's the contribution of the mother? Like, is it always about them? Is it always their fault? Today I want us to tell the mothers that protect your children from saying bad things about their father, more particularly if it's not true. If you're angry about someone, yes, there's the highest possibility that you're going to talk about a lot of a bad thing, a lot of a bad thing. So today I want to tell you that whenever, if the child maybe get to ask you, maybe when they are getting old, that why do you guys don't stay together, why are you not together today, tell them what they are supposed to know, and stop to tell them how evil their father can be. Because when you're doing that, you're doing it only for you. You don't know, like, the impact that thing is going to be on your child. Your child can, like, grow up with the mentality to say that my father is evil, my father, he is bad, my father is some kind of a devil, my father this, my father that. Tell the kids what they're supposed to know. Don't give them so unnecessary information just because you're hurt. Please lower down. Sit your child. When you think that you are fine, you can talk. Maybe, like, this is something that I don't want to talk about, I don't want to be deep on it, but then let me just give you a part. I will give you full information when I'm going to talk about my journey of life, how I get to grow up. Like, let me just give you a piece of this. I grew up with someone, like, my mother raised me from the age of 3 up until today. My father was no way. But then one thing that my mother did to me, I think she did a very good job at justice to my life. She told me things that I was supposed to know. She didn't even come to me to say that your father is bad, your father is this, your father is that. She didn't even stop me to see my relatives. She didn't even stop me to get to contact with my relatives, because she wanted me to have that full love, that full completion, that motherhood and the fatherhood. Just that it was unfortunate it didn't get to happen in that way. Let us talk about the consequences, the results that you bring when you are not there to your life of your children. Today we have a lot of people who blame their fathers for not being there when they grew up with the decision that they took. Today we have fathers who will come and claim not to be on their children's life because their mothers told them. Today we have mothers who will say, I didn't give my child this and this and this because the father was not there. But then I want me and you to take responsibility of our life, irregardless of the mothering and the fathering. Let us not blame our parents for not getting whatsoever that we didn't get because our father was not there. Some of other things we cannot change, honey. If he left, he left. He is no longer on earth today. He is no longer on earth. We cannot keep on and on and on with the emotions. We cannot just run our life to say, if my father was here, maybe my things would be like this. If my father took charge, maybe my life would be like this. If he was this and this now. I want us to take responsibility of our own life. If our father failed us, it's okay. Can we take charge? If our mother failed us, it's okay. Can we please take charge? Can we stand? Can we live this life and make it up to our daughters? Because tomorrow they're gonna need us more than we need them. The most important message that I want to send to the fathers out here today is that give your children love, not material things. Give your child love. Give your sons and daughters love, not material things. Give your children your presence. Give them that. Give them that. I beg you. I beg. When I get to talk about my life journey on my next video, you will understand where is this going. You will understand. But then the most important. Please, I beg you, Father, I beg you, Daddy, I beg you, Brother Bay, I beg you out there, can you please give your children love? Can you be there on their life? They don't need your money. Can you please be there? I beg you with my life. As I'm about to conclude this whole thing about fatherhood, I just want to give a shout out, a massive shout out to the mothers who can still stand and fight for their children, to fight financially, to fight in case of them, the presence on their children's life. I say, guys, mothers, you're doing a very good job. You are very, please keep on and on and on and on. And then again, please don't stop your children to go see their fathers if ever they get the chance to see them. If you as a father, you can take your responsibility as a father, and a mother take a responsibility to be a mother, therefore the life will be so easy, it will be so beautiful, and it will be so lit. It doesn't matter, irregardless of you guys you're staying together. It doesn't matter that you are there, you are sharing a bed, you are sharing a house, you're sharing a family. It doesn't matter. But then for the fact that you're taking a responsibility and be the father and love your children and love your kid and love your son and love your daughter, it's enough. Me standing on the behalf of the daughters that don't have fathers today, I'm saying that, guys, I am so sorry. But then me standing again as a daughter who are standing here, who still have a chance to meet their parent, but then they are so angry. I say, guys, please sort yourself out. More particularly if you're a church girl, more particularly if you go to church, can you please go and refer? Can you please go back to God and ask for forgiveness so that you open your heart and welcome your father back as he is coming back to you? I know that this video, it will not shake the mind of the people who are only wanting their father back. I know that this video, it will shake the life of the father who are absent and then who are still running away from the responsibility. I know that from this video you will come back to your children. Please give them the phone call. Tell them that you're still there on their life, regardless of the situation. Maybe, just maybe, you might be asking yourself, maybe you are saying to yourself that, no, girl, it's because you're saying this because you have your father. I want to tell you today that I don't have one. I don't have at all. But then where is the courage coming from? The courage to stand and talk about father. Like on my previous years, I couldn't even say the word dead. I couldn't, because I was so mad, I was so angry, I was so all over the place, up until I go back to God and say, God, please help me to forgive. Help me to forgive. I want peace. I need peace. I don't want other people, when they talk about their father, and then be like irritated, some kind of being like not being comfortable, because I don't want such life. I need a peaceful life. That's why I choose the road of forgiveness. That's why I choose this way to say, okay, it is what it is. It is in that way. If it is in this way, there's nothing I can do. But then there are other ways that I can help myself to work through this journey without him. I love my father with my heart. For this, I love you so much. You are in my heart. I love you so much. Oh, I love him, guys. As I conclude, I want to say that, dear dad, love your child. Dear daughter, love your dad. Dear son, love your dad. From me, I just want to say that heaven couldn't wait to take my father. Like in heaven, I want to say, dear dad, I love you so much. Thank you so much for guys to pass by my channel. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button below and give this video a massive thumb up. Know that I love you so much. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. From me, Zanel, until we meet again. Bye bye.